everyone, my name is Quant and I'm final back. I finally got my internet back just this morning. It's still quite early in the morning, so I need to make sure that I don't shout too much, which shouldn't be a problem because I very rarely shout, mainly because my mic is so bad that if I shout it's just gonna kill your ears or something close to that. But yeah, I'm back with a game of League of Legends. I'm gonna be playing Poppy in the jungle. This is a normal game. Ranked is disabled, and I haven't played for a quite long time since I have not had internet for quite a time now. And I can say if you're used to have internet and it suddenly just goes boom, no internet, it sucks. I can tell you that it sucks being without internet. I mean, I'm a guy that is always out on the internet and like that's my days in and out. I'm just on the internet doing stuff, checking stuff, playing stuff. Not being able to do that is a huge pain in the ass. I want to give a shout out to my friend though, that I actually borrowed an external hard drive. I borrowed that external hard drive for quite some time ago because I needed it to do these kind of recordings. So thanks again, just for letting me borrow the external hard drive so I can do these videos so they are possible. I have said it before, but making videos in fraps makes the videos super big and there's no way I can fit that in my computer. My computer got a very small hard drive, so thanks for that. And thankfully he had quite a bit of movies and such on the external hard drive, so I could actually just go in there and watch a movie from time to time. Really, really needed that. Otherwise, it would be a pain in the ass. Are they up against an Ignite bot lane? Yeah, they are. But yeah. So getting my internet back, it feels really good, and I'm really sorry guys I haven't updated it more. I wrote on my discussion page on my YouTube channel that I would be gone for a little a small time, and I didn't think it would take that long. I thought it would only take like a week. I didn't think it would take longer than that. But apparently it did. It did take some sick time, and I'm sorry for that. I don't even know exactly how long, but it feels like 3 weeks or something like that, and I think it's quite close to that.
Agreed.
I don't think Shyvana really needs. Okay. Shyvana should just look for rather long engages, because that's where Nasus is bad and Shyvana is rather good because of her W and her E and everything. The problem is that Nasus actually reduces her attack speed by quite a bit, which actually benefits Shyvana quite a bit. But if she can just get a Sunfire Cape and activate her W, she should be more than fine. Oh god, and yeah, it feels like it's been quite some time before I play this, and really thanks for that ward, because I didn't really know that she was gonna try and steal, and I actually just saw the spear and I just smited her right away. I did not smite because it was in smite range. I actually kinda panicked smite it when I saw the spear, which could be bad because if it was not in smite range, it would just reduce it low and give it to her. So yeah, kind of weird move there. We got Lee Sin in the enemy jungle. Problem here is that I do not really want to fight against Lee Sin in the jungle this early. I'm gonna go to the top lane because Shyvana is pushing. This looks actually rather good for Lee Sin to gank. So it's more or less to prepare for counter gank.
Agreed.
Seems like there was no gank there for now.
An enemy has been slain.
Gotta go in here. Poppy becomes a very much better jungler when you actually get your W, because it gives so much armor and attack damage. At full stacks you can see it actually gives 15 attack damage and 15 armor. The 15 armor is huge in the jungle. It's huge. I mean, it just increases the speed and everything so much and reduces the damage taken by so much. It's insane actually. Doesn't really seem like I can gank somewhere, but I'm gonna be trying to keep an eye on the lanes here, because like here for example, Shyvana is now, not Shyvana, Anivia is now pushing, so I'm going in here for the middle just to check out a counter gank or something like that, and check if there's a ward. There is not, so I'm just gonna stay here a little bit just to prepare for counter ganks.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, okay. Gonna go back to the jungle, because if I prepare too much for counter ganks, I'm just gonna be unlevel, which would not help out my team. But so far I've not really found anywhere to gank, which kinda sucks. I don't have blue anymore, so doing a gank is rather hard. I cannot get that off. Oh yeah, I don't even know if getting this up as quick as possible is that good anymore, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna see. Oh god. I have not perfected my Poppy jungle whatsoever. I'm actually gonna run Sheen. Yeah, I was gonna ask. Okay. Because I used to run this, but I don't really do that anymore because it doesn't give any mana regen or HP regen. Sure, it gives 3% of my damage back as mana, but that doesn't really help that much in comparison to what I want. I think I just got that into Smite range pretty much.
Agreed. An enemy has been slain.
Good. And the thing is that Anivia is still in the egg mode, so I don't know what
Immediately.
she actually wanted to do there. I mean, I don't know.
We are in accord, Summoner.
I see Listen, and they back off, so should be fine. I'm gonna tell Anivia that I'm gonna go to blue, and I know that Listen is close. Gonna back off because I am low. I might die here, but maybe, just maybe, I actually gave. I think I made it a little easier on Anivia going to the turret and everything, but I was not fast enough on Anivia. Nearly just way too fast.
Immediately.
She's super fast. Now I need to rush blue. I don't think Lysine is going to try and do that again, because he had no HP. and Nidalee doesn't really have any HP either, and that was kind of the weird move. So I'm gonna signal that I'm going there, and Evia is probably gonna follow up. And wow, Lee is actually doing a gank with that HP. That actually surprises me. And it actually gave our Shyvana there a double kill, really what we needed. I'm gonna turn just so that it's behind the smaller minions, or at least that's what I tried. Just because I don't think Nidalee is going to get here and try and steal it, but if she was. But yeah, that was actually a very bad move for Lysinda. And also is getting in the early Negatron cloak, while Shyvana is getting too way much armor, so it's gonna be big problems for Nasus there. I mean, Negatron cloak kinda works against Shyvana because her damage output is kind of like a hybrid. But in the others, if you turn it around, the armor here works 100% against Nasus. Nasus is doing very little magic damage if you don't stack up AP, but not very many Nasuses actually do that. I'm gonna get that, and I'm actually gonna get a couple of mana potions because Poppy is so mana hungry, and I actually think that's
We are in accord, summoner.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
she's gonna jump. Shiv got a free kill. I'm just gonna straight up run into bot lane.
We are in accord, summoner.
She got that off.
Immediately.
No. Not gonna run in the head first. But yeah, I couldn't really get the stun on Jinx there, so it just didn't work. I not got my main first items. Actually, I don't been able to do any ganks whatsoever, so top lane is pushing quite a bit, like all the time, and thanks to that she actually got a turret, so guess it's fine. And top lane is also pushing and now getting back into the game, but it's really like the bot lane that is kind of fucking up. And
Convictions will not falter.
I've said it before, I hate ganking in the bot lane. It's because it's the easiest lane where the ganks can go wrong.
An enemy has been slain.
Turning a 2 versus 2 to a 3 versus 2 doesn't really make that much of a difference. I'm gonna signal that I am on my way. I don't have a lot of HP, and I'm well aware of that. And
Ally has been slain.
yeah, I just got that.
Immediately.
Close though. I don't have any ways of getting back any HP, so
Will bring peace.
I'm just farming here, and now I'm gonna go back.
Killing spree.
Part of why I thought I would win that trade against Nasus was he had so little HP that I could actually kill him with a Q, and because my passive works extremely well when you are on low HP. All physical and magical damage dealt to Poppy that exceeds 10% of her current health is reduced by 50%, and Nasus Q would definitely exceed that. I don't know if you know this, but if you just shake on Poppy, I'm gonna starting in that. But if you shake on Poppy, you can actually see when her passive triggers. She gets like a small little bubble. Looks kind of like barrier, but very small and just for a very brief moment. you can check that back in. You just go back and watch that again. You can see how my passive triggers, and that's something that I like about Poppy, but many people don't know. I mean,
Let me demonstrate
I don't
never
even
provoke.
think that half the players that play League of Legends knows what Poppy's passive is. And probably like the better players know what her passive is and all that, but all in all I think 15%, 50%, and I'm not even exaggerating. I'm pretty sure. I have no idea where the bot lane is.
My
God damn it.
convictions will not falter.
Yeah, we got it.
Immediately.
Ooh, I don't know. Maxing up my W actually makes jungling quite a bit better and I becomes a better fighter. But increasing my E, I think it also removes the cooldown a bit.
My convictions will not falter.
I think it does, yeah. So I'm on my way. I don't think she can survive that, but it's good enough for me to just be able to run in here and kill off that thing. Oh, I wanted to use my ult on the other target, obviously.
We are in a quarrel.
Ah, I'm dead, I'm dead. Ah, it's too bad that Lee Sin was moving there. It was kinda expected that Lee Sin would move there as well, because it was a fight that was really close in top lane. I mean, probably me, as I saw that and ran up there, probably at the same time Lee Sin also saw that and started running up there. Hopefully the bot lane can actually get a turret or something like that, because they were two top. But we did get one still. It would be a 1-for-0, but it became like a 1-for-2 or like 0-for-1. We wouldn't get Nasus if I didn't get there, but at the same time Lee Sin got a kill. It doesn't really matter though, Lee Sin is very far behind. I don't really think it matters that much. Boom, kaboom.
Immediately.
The burst of Poppy is indeed sick, and I think people kind of forgot Poppy's burst potential. But she got a really big, good burst, and she can really get to enemy AD carry really easily. And that's kind of what I think is really cool with Poppy. You can just run into the entire team, just use your ultimate on something, and just chase for the AD carry. And you're actually good at it. You're actually really, really, really fast as Poppy. Poppy is super fast character. And I love that. The problem is indeed her early mana
Agreed.
problems. I think her mana problems in the early stage of the game is a little too much. I don't really see why they designed it that way. I can guess that they designed it that way, but newer champions didn't really have the same problems, and it kind of become like a one-sided thing, like where the new characters did not have that problem, but the oh, I don't even know if I'm saying this right. The old champions had a mana problem, but the newer didn't. So they kind of removed the mana problem part of the game, because it's not that fun to be out of mana all the time. But so they kind of made it so that you can actually spam more spells, but they didn't really change that side on Poppy. Like, I don't see why she's that mana hungry in the early game. It's just insane how mana hungry. Can this Vayne really just...
Immediately.
And Lulu, what the fuck are... I don't really know, but it might be that Lulu is arguing against Vayne. I don't know, I don't know. But it's very weird how they keep calling everything dumb shits and everything. They are the one that lost 2 turrets, and all the other lanes have gotten 2 turrets here. Shyvana and Anivia both got 2 turrets, while the bot lane lost 2 turrets. I mean, it says a bit, I was. Oh, did I see a ward expire? Okay, I thought I saw
We are in a
a
core.
ward being placed, but I think I saw a ward expired. Um, yeah, that should be a
My
push in our
convictions
favor.
will not falter.
And they are just really just. We should have been taking Dragonfall a long time ago. Because they are really just being pushed back into their base. And if we just farm minions, they get the same amount of minions, and we just getting nowhere. We need to get more, and getting more is the dragon. Now I'm alone by the dragon, and I don't know, Poppy's not the greatest at taking objectives like this. And I think that's the main reason why Poppy's not played. I don't think it's because she's bad, because she's not. I think it's because
Non-negotiable.
she doesn't really fit in the current meta in actually any roles, and I get no help on the dragon. And no, I don't. I cannot
My
really do the
convictions
dragon
will
myself.
not falter.
I'm losing too much HP. I got too much money banked up. Um, she's not like Warwick in the jungle, where he can take every single objective by herself. And that's the main problem. She doesn't really fit in any lanes in the current
No
meta.
harmony.
That is the problem. She doesn't really work top lane because she's too mana hungry and she doesn't have any sustain. She doesn't fit mid lane as a mage, she would just get poked down. She doesn't work bot lane, so her only position where she works is indeed in the jungle. But she's not the best. She's far from the best jungler. And for that reason, it's just... It is what it is. If they just made her a little less mana hungry, I think she would become a great jungler because her ganks potential are actually very good. She's really fast and she got that stun and everything. So I think she very much got the potential.
Has been slain.
It's just that she is a little mana hungry. You kinda want to get the second blue,
If it will
but actually
bring
help out a
peace.
lot. But yeah, that was a very one-sided game, but I'm gonna upload it anyways. I'm actually thinking of recording one more game and upload that as well, because I've been gone for so long, and
Victory.
I there's nothing I could have done, really. My internet was down, there was nothing I could do about it. But it feels like, still I've been gone and I wanna compensate that for somewhat for you guys. So I'm thinking of playing one more game and upload that as well. I'm also gonna upload another episode of Castle Story, and I'm actually gonna do a longer version, so you actually get something up there for me, from me. Sorry, not for me, from me. But yeah, that's gonna be that. Pop in the jungle. I thought it would be a little more interesting to see, not the very normal, usual thing really to see. Um, and I hope you enjoy that. The game itself was kind of one-sided. The bot lane got a little... It was quite even in the bot lane, but I think our bot lane lost in total, and they definitely lost pushing-wise. I mean, they lost 2 turrets. But top lane and mid lane kinda steamrolled. The enemy jungler was rather bad. He didn't have any damage and he didn't have any survivability pretty much, so he couldn't really do that much. But at the same time, I didn't really get that big or anything either. I didn't help out that much either, because top lane and mid lane was steamrolling that much. It was hard for me to actually find anything to do except going the bot lane, and I dislike going bot lane. I guess that's something I need to learn, going the bot lane, because it is the lane that is most warded, and it's also the lane where most ganks can go wrong. Like, turning a 1 versus 1 to a 2 versus 1 is huge, but turning a 2 versus 2 to a 3 versus 2 is not necessarily huge. If the focus is better, then the 2 versus 3 can actually win quite some time. I've actually had that happen to me quite some time when I played AD carry and the jungler comes in gank, and he goes out too early, or the bot lane is going too aggressive too early, and you pretty much just I've had numerous times of me getting a triple kill in the bot lane as an AD carry when the enemy jungler is ganking, and I don't know, I kinda dislike that. I kinda dislike ganking those lanes. The lanes I like to gank the most is mid, because you can gank it from two sides, and also you can gank it a little from wherever you want. Top lane is okay to gank, but top lane very much depends on um, how pushed the lane is. I mean, it's so hard to get rather behind in the lane, um, and it's very hard to just tower dive in the top lane. Then you need to come from behind. I mean, otherwise it's just such a big route to take to dive. In the middle, you can just come from the side closest to the enemy tower and just dive right on. Um, I like gank in the mid most, and it's also mid is also a carry, which I kind of like to just feed my mid carry and just disable their mid carry. Many people go like, oh, you should gank bot because it's the biggest chance to turn the game, and I guess that's kind of true. That's because you kind of feed up your carry and you disable their carry, and as well as there are 2 kills in bot lane, so if you get a great gank bot lane, you can get 2 kills, which could result in 2 kills and up to 3 assists, instead of going in the middle, which can result into a maximum of 1 kill and 1 assist. It's much more rewarding to go the bot lane, but it's also way more riskier, and it also depends very much on what jungler I'm playing. If I'm playing Poppy, my main goal in the later stage of the game, in the team fight, is anyways just gonna be going for the enemy AD carry, so I'm not really that afraid of letting their AD carry slip up a little bit, because I'm just gonna use my ult on something else and then just charge for their AD carry and just disable them as much as possible in the team fights, and I like to disable their mages as much as possible for the early to mid game, so they cannot do that as much in the later team fight, so it's okay to actually let them go a little bit and just let the team take care of it. But it also depends very much on what I play as a jungler. If I play like a Mumu or something like that, I'm probably not gonna go for the AD carry and kill the AD carry. It's more like going and trying to get as many as possible in your ult and getting some AoE damage. That's pretty much it. You don't do the role of an assassin. And by that time, having a fed AD carry is probably the worst. If you don't have anything that can kill the enemy AD carry, if you don't have anything that can go really deep like an assassin, then I guess prioritizing to gank bot lane is more important. But that's just my thoughts about the jungle. I'm not a professional jungler in any ways. Jungling is probably one of my actually worst roles, if I have to say so myself. My best roles is probably mid and AD carry, but I don't really prefer playing AD carry too much because I'm getting a random support, and if the random support is doing stupid stuff, I have to do stupid stuff as well, because if they do stupid stuff and I don't follow, it's just gonna be bad. But if they do stupid stuff and I do stupid stuff as well, like follow on their stupid stuff, then it actually might, just might, turn to something good. The top lane is like the mid lane as well, but I prefer mid lane more because it's a more of a carry role. The top lane is more of a fighter to a tank, which doesn't really do that much in team fights compared to mid and AD carry. Those are the two that I feel got most impact on the team fights. And I don't think you can really disagree. Everyone got a role in the team fight, but if the mid player and the AD carry plays well, they are the ones that actually turn the fights a little bit. It also depends very much on your, if you're playing an AD carry, if they can peel for you, and what the enemy team got. If they got a Kali and Zed or something like that, it's gonna be a little harder to actually survive and do good. But I think that's my best roles. So my best roles in order is probably mid, AD carry, top, jungle, and then support. I'm not that great of a support, but I guess I'm not that bad either. But it's my least favorite role, which kind of makes it my worst role. I mean, if you're playing something that is your least favorite, then you're probably not gonna be as good at it. It's like playing a champion that you can play rather well, but if that champion is very boring to play, you're not gonna play your best, because well, it's slightly boring. You don't get into the game as much, even though you can play that champ very well. But yeah, I'm just blabbing on way too much. Sorry, I've been gone for quite some time, so it just felt like rambling. I don't know, but I'm gonna upload this, and I'm gonna upload, well, obviously since you're watching it, and I'm gonna upload another video. I don't know what I'm gonna play. This is normal, so I'm using the team builder, but I don't know what to play. I picked jungler because it said like it's one of the things that the um, team builder was looking for at the moment, which I think is kind of good that it they implement that it actually tells what role is most needed right now. But yeah, I've been rambling on for too long. So that's gonna be that. If you enjoyed that, please subscribe, leave a like, add to favorite, add a comment, share, whatever you wanna do. It helps out a lot. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.